This is why the Commanders can make a deep playoff run. What is going on, everybody? Triple Abdullah here coming at you with another video for the channel. And then today, guys, we are talking about the path to the Super Bowl for the Commanders. I know it's crazy to say, but hey, they're in the playoffs. So as of right now, you can say that without sounding delusional. Before I get in this video, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe to the channel on the way to 1,000 subscribers. And let's get straight to the video. Appreciate the support, guys. I can't even speak right now. Wild card weekend is upon us. Can't wait. The Commanders, last time they won a playoff game was 0-5 against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in Tampa. Sean Taylor returning that fumble back for a touchdown. Was an electric game. I was only 2 years old, 2 and 2 months years old, so can't really remember much of it. But the Commanders, they have the ability to make history on Sunday, going against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers team, which, as you can see from the title and thumbnail, I can try to give as many reasons as we can, but honestly, come Sunday, if they lose, then this video doesn't really mean anything. But if they win on Sunday, which I think they will, I think the Commanders, I already said it, I think they will win on Sunday, then I'll give you the reasons why they can go on a team playoff run. Number one, Jaden Daniels. Like we've mentioned this whole year, he is the rookie of the year, playing like a top five, top 10 QB. The sky's the limit for this kid. I know in week one against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, his first game didn't look as sharp as he is now, but first game, had to shake off some stuff. He was running a lot in that game, and now he has the ability to pull the trigger on a lot of deep shots that he didn't take in the first game. So Jaden Daniels is going to be a big reason why the Commanders win this first game. This Bucks defense, we can talk about it. Vita Vea and the other Kalijah Kancey, they're an elite defensive tackle duo, but their secondary really isn't anyone crazy. I don't know if Antoine Winfield is going to play. So there's really not much to worry about, at least from the passing game wise. So if Jaden Daniels, a guy that can definitely lead us to a win with his legs and his ability to just make plays when nothing's there. Also, you have an elite receiver in Terry McLaurin. When you have a guy and you have a duo like Terry McLaurin and Jaden Daniels, you have the chance to win a lot of games. And Terry McLaurin this year broke the record in touchdown receptions of any Washington Commander football team Redskins history, which is insane. For so long, people were saying that this guy was washed, or for a little while they were calling him washed, but for so long I've been defending this man, saying that he is not a wide receiver two, he's a wide receiver one, just give him a QB. And this season really backed up my claim. So with Terry, again, man, when you have a duo like that, offensively you can put up points. Lockdown cornerback. We're talking about Marshon Lattimore. He'll be back from injury. I'm hoping he's trending towards playing this Sunday. And this Sunday night, you know who he's going up against. A Mike Evans, who you could say has both of them have a little history. Marshon Lattimore, that first game against the Saints, they did not throw his ball at all. Again, they didn't throw it towards his direction. It is the New Orleans Saints, but the second game against AJ Brown, that was a real test. AJ Brown did get beat him a couple of times, but Marshon Lattimore put up a fight. Questionable PI calling as well, but his ability to still be a top 10 cornerback with the fact that he's been dealing with a hamstring injury and he's still getting up there at age, way better than the DBs that we have in the secondary. Outside of Mike Sanders and Quan Martin, the other guys are just not up to par with Lattimore. So with the guy that can take someone out of the game, especially going up against Mike Evans, if you take Mike Evans out of the game, I know week one they had Chris Godwin who can they rely on. McMillan's a nice solid receiver. Sterling Shepard is nice, but you take Mike Evans out of the game, it really throws off their offense and Baker Mayfield what he can do. So a lockdown corner in Marshall Lattimore really makes a difference for that playoff run. Another reason, Coach of the Year candidate Dan Quinn. Let's talk about it. For those of you that are saying that it's Kevin O'Connell, okay, I see that. With the Vikings and what they went through. But look at Dan Quinn. Last year this team was 4-13. Now they're 12-5. Not really that much expectations. A rookie quarterback, basically a whole new regime, new players, new staff. To go 12-5 is legitimately insane. Shout out to Dan Quinn. People were doubting him. A lot of people were questioning it as if he was just a younger Ron Rivera that was bald. That's not the case, bro. He really has built a culture here in DC. So if you have an elite coach, a coach of your candidate, that's something that could enhance you and make you advance deeper into the playoffs than expected. This defense, I put top 10 in the thumbnail, or my good buddy helped me with the thumbnail. He put top 10. The adjustments, that's what really matters. This Bucks team will preview this. We're still talking about this first game. I'll talk about the potential later games in the playoffs if it happens. Rashad White and Bucky Irving, a mean 1-2 combo in the running game. They shredded us that first game, but the ability to Second half adjustments by Joe Witt. Did it with Saquon Barkley. Did it with Bijan Robinson. Obviously, we don't want to start off really slow because I hate when we do that. We have to dig ourselves a hole and climb back up. But even if they dig themselves a hole, they manage a way to find their way back. Frankie Louvu, Bobby Wagner, finding their holes, being disciplined. Jonathan Allen, Deron Payne, you pay them a lot of money. They at some point they got to wake up. I know Jonathan Allen had a sack last week, but Deron Payne, come on, man. Jonathan Allen complaining about not wanting to be here for a while, but when we're winning, not really contributing that much. So it, it's got to mean something. And with the addition of Lattimore coming back, hopefully Dorrance Armstrong, Dante Fowler can get there and put some pressure on Baker Mayfield. Because again, Baker Mayfield at times, he's tough. He can let that thing fly, but puts it in harm's way sometimes, and eventually could throw an interception or two or a strip sack. So talking about this Bucks team, what I'm hoping is if the Commanders they win, and before that the Packers beat the Eagles somehow. I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen, but somehow, especially since Jalen Hurts is in concussion protocol, you got to factor that in. The Packers would then travel to Detroit, and we would play the winner of Vikings Lions, or no, Vikings Rams, and I love that matchup. Give me Vikings or Rams. I think we can take them too. Outside of Detroit, I'm really not scared of any other team in the NFC. So for the Commanders making a deep playoff run, potentially hosting an NFC Championship game, that's not crazy delusional to say. Is it going to happen? Probably not, but it's not that crazy to say, which is what this whole video is about. The ability that the Commanders could make a deep playoff run. In year one under Jaden Daniels, Dan Quinn, Adam Peters. Wait till this team gets weapons on this. I'll keep saying it. What this draft where they maybe add Luther Burden, maybe trade for Tyreek Hill. I don't know. I made a video about that. I appreciate the support on that. Y'all had some interesting takes about it. Maybe go after T. Higgins. He's doing this with Lama Zacchaeus, Jamison Crowder, Zach Ertz, and old Zach Ertz having somewhat of a career year, as his best year in a while. Come on, man. This Commanders team, even if they lose this first game against the Bucks, which okay makes sense, it's only year one. No expectations. And that's what makes this Commanders team so dangerous. There was no expectations going into the season. What the heck do they have to lose? Nothing at all. Commanders, I have them winning on Sunday. Sunday Night Football, they're going to make history winning a playoff game for the first time in nearly 20 years. It's going to be electric. I can't wait. Jan Daniels getting his revenge. Marshall Lattimore locking up Mike Evans. It's only the start of their playoff run. And if they lose, all this is thrown out the window. But I don't think we're not going to lose. We're not going to lose. All right. Appreciate the support, guys. Head to the Commanders. Big game Sunday. Yeah, man. Let's get it. Peace. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, by the way.